price of freedom is death. We're coming to get our check.
Black first, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to the Afro Elite YouTube channel. I am your host, Afro Elite. Before we get started, please make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, leave a thumbs up, and share this on your various social media platforms because that helps the reach and the growth of this channel. Thank you very much. Now, warning, this subject is a very sensitive subject, and a lot of people get upset. I got upset. A lot of people justifiably will be upset by this, and it might be triggering for some. It might be a very sensitive subject if you're a parent or anything like that, or, you know, an uncle, auntie of younger children around this person's age, this victim's age. So I'm giving you a warning now. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to start off with what the Dalai Lama is. So this is the definition of what the Dalai Lama is. Dalai Lama is a title given by the Tibetan people to the foremost spiritual leader of the Gelug, or Yellow Hat school of Tibetan Buddhism, the newest and most dominant of the four major schools of Tibetan Buddhism. The 14th and current Dalai Lama is Tenzin Gyatso, who lives as a refugee in India. Okay, so now you guys know what the Dalai Lama is. So I'm going to now read you all a... No. Okay, so now we have an understanding, a definition of what the Dalai Lama is. I'm going to... Warning, I'm going to show you guys an image. Now, there was a video to it. There was like an uncut video. There was a blurred video where they blurred the boy's face out. And I'm not showing either one of this. I'm just going to show the image. So this way you can kind of, I don't want to say fill in the blanks, but this way you can kind of have a visualization of how young the kid was and of the setting that was this situation. And now I'm going to read you all an article by CNN. The Dalai Lama has apologized after a video emerged showing the spiritual leader kissing a child on the lips, then asking him to, quote, suck my tongue in an event in northern India. In a statement Monday, the office of the Dalai Lama said, now instead of quoting it, I'm going to just show you the actual quote-unquote apology. Now, in the apology, he says, or I guess this is the office of the Dalai Lama, says, a video clip has been circulating that shows a recent meeting when a young boy asked His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, if he could give him a hug. He asked for a hug. His Holiness wishes to apologize to the boy and his family, as well as many friends across the world, for the hurt his words may have caused. The hurt his words may have caused. Okay. To be honest, your words were very disturbing and pedophilic, but the words was not the thing that's gotten people very bothered. It was your actions. It's not like you said a joke. It was your actions. But what you said was messed up too. It continues to say, His Holiness often teases people he meets in an innocent and playful way, even in public and before cameras. He regrets the incident. Okay? And notice he's not saying, now in the earliest he says, oh, I apologize for the words that may have caused that the hurt it may have caused. And I regret the incident. It's not like this was a mistake or a misunderstanding. Like, oh man, this happened. He regrets his actions. This was not. Oh yeah, I regret the incident. What? This is a very sorry apology, especially in comparison to how egregious this action was and the video was. But let's get back to the actual article. His apology comes after a video of the exchange, which took place during an event in the hillside city of Dharamshala, in Friday. If I'm butchering that, I'm just butchering that. Yeah, I don't really care with this video. I really don't. But anyway, it was the Dermy Shalat in February, went viral on social media with many users criticizing the Dalai Lama's actions. In the video, the young boy can be seen approaching the Nobel Peace Prize winner before asking. Now, whoever gave this man the Nobel Peace Prize, they need to rethink their life. Now he asks, quote, "Can I hug you?" That's what the kid asks him. The 87-year-old spiritual leader then invites the boy on stage and points to his cheek and say, "First here," prompting the boy to give him a hug and a kiss. Now, people argue that, kissing on the cheek is, different cultural things and all that. Listen, here's okay. Now, with that, before we continue with that, kissing on the cheek and stuff like that, that's like a different cultural thing, and I guess it is viewed differently in different cultures. But if you saw the boy's age, now mind you, they're not related at all. You saw the boy's age, it's kind of weird. It's just inappropriate, and I'm not really gonna give it the culture pass. It's inappropriate. It's really inappropriate for a boy that age to be kissing any adult on the cheek. You know what I'm saying? Especially an adult that you're not like, especially first off, especially a male. Anyway, even if they are family, especially an adult that they're not family, and then the adult asks for it. Like it would, if this was like his grandma or something like that, and that's a different case. But first off, this is a male ask, and then he asks for it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, give me a kiss on the cheek. At a certain age, there needs to be a cutoff. And that boy, I don't know how old he is, but that boy's age is definitely he's past the cutoff for that. Okay, if you ask me. Plus, what makes that even more weird, well, a couple things, what makes that even more weird is that's not like your grandson. Even if that was your grandson, people are like, that's a little weird, grandpa, but that's not your grandson. You're not related to the kid. Second, and then another thing, I don't even want to say a second because it's very important too. You're supposed to be like a spiritual leader. People are supposed to look up to you for spiritual guidance and stuff like that. So what's up with you freaky old man? But I just wanted to pause and let my opinions be known, because I don't want to interject in the article and you think it's coming from the article. But, and my thing, that boy's too old to be just kissing males, adults really, period, on the cheek like that anyway. And then for the fact that you asked him to kiss you on the cheek, that's kind of step one. Like, where are you going? But it gets way worse. The Dalai Lama then points to his lips and says, quote, "I think finally here too," end quote. He then pulls the boy's chin and kisses him on the mouth. Okay, so this man is having and I know it might be triggering for a lot of people in the chat right now, but this man is having a whole like intimate scene right now. This is not something that you do with a child at all. And at that point, it don't the cheek is already kind of like a red flag, but at that point, this is just a total red alarm. This is what this is right here. You don't that boy's first, all the kissing in the mouth and stuff like that, as far as culture goes, that flies completely out the window. This boy should not be kissing no adult on the mouth. I don't care if you are even related or if you're the Dalai Lama or whatever. Okay, you shouldn't be kissing nobody on the mouth. That he shouldn't be doing that at all. And then the Dalai Lama pulled his cheek too. He pulled the boy in. Like what the okay, continuing, right? "And suck my tongue," he says after a few seconds, poking his tongue out. The identity of the boy is unknown. he was at the event with M3M, with the M3M Foundation, the philanthropic arm of India real estate company M3M Group, based in Durishima, where the Dalai Lama lives in permanent exile. Based off of the actions of the Dalai Lama that we've seen so far, that dude needs to be living in permanent exile. Okay, he needs a lot worse, if you ask me. Okay. CNN has reached out to the M3M Foundation for comment. In response to the incident, permanent Delhi-based child rights group Haq Center of Child's Rights told CNN in a statement it condemns, quote, all forms of child abuse, which that definitely what the Dalai Lama did is definitely, without a question of a doubt, child abuse. Okay, that is that's a very bad form of child abuse. That's I don't even want to say it on YouTube, but that, y'all know, that's the worst type of child abuse you can really have. Now I'm gonna stop it right there because the rest of the article kind of just goes into like another subject. I wanted to keep it focused mainly on this subject specifically, because this is something that is, I don't want to take the subject off of that. Okay, now look, I don't know where the kid is from. I don't know where his family is. Clearly he looked up to this, and this is a really sad thing, but it's something that we should all pay very, very close attention to, so we can prepare to make sure stuff like this doesn't happen again. Because if we're going to be honest now, I'm not going to show you the video, but in the video, he's around other adults, and the other adults don't look phased at all by it. They're just completely cool, completely fine. They don't have any problem really whatsoever with that situation going on. The only reason that the Dalai Lama actually made a somewhat half-ass apology is because the video started circulating social media, and then everybody's making a comment. Everybody's looking like, hey, that's not appropriate. Hey, that's predatory behavior. What are you doing? So that's why he made that. But if he was not caught, if that video had not circulated on social media, he would have never said anything at all. And what's worse is none of the adults around would have said anything. Now, there was probably one adult that I don't know, saw the video and was all like, okay, this is crazy, this is not appropriate at all, and then leaked it. So whoever that is, you know, respect to that one individual, but the rest of the individuals in the room didn't stop it. And now I'm not going to show you the video, but in the video, when he stuck his tongue out and said, suck my tongue, the reason that didn't happen is not because anybody stopped it. The reason why that happened is because the kid, he looked uncomfortable, because the kissing was one thing or whatnot. And then the Dalai Lama didn't really want to let the kid go. He kept holding the kid there. And then he stuck his tongue out for a few seconds. It wasn't just a one or 2 seconds, which still would have been bad, but he stuck his tongue out for a long time. It was like, suck my tongue. And the kid looked confused and he looked bothered by that. So that's why it didn't happen, because then it got awkward. Then he was like, oh, okay, it was a joke. It was a joke. And he let him go. Okay. So that's the only reason why that didn't happen, is because the kid knew that was okay. That's too far. That's what the kid felt like. And none of the adults did anything at all, because the second you kissing this kid on the mouth, one of the adults around should have been like, that's not appropriate. It shouldn't have even gotten to the point where he's saying suck my tongue. It should have never gotten to that point. The second he pointed to his cheek, like, give me a kiss on the cheek, one of the adults, at least the least that they should have done is raise an eyebrow. They should be like, okay, all right, okay. And then the kissing on the lips, are like, oh, what, this is a crazy thing to start from a hug. He asked for a hug and y'all sit up there making, and they're like, no, that's not cool. One of the adults should have said that. So this is, I don't know what's going on with the Dalai Lama and the people who's around him talking about, oh, it was an innocent joke. But you did actually kiss the boy. So what are you talking about, a joke? As if it didn't happen, as if you were just playing. You wasn't just playing, you actually did do something. So that's, I don't know what's going on in that field, but parents, man, just people in general, just anybody, because it don't even have to, you don't even have to be the person's parent, the kid's parent, but you just got to be somebody who sees something, okay? Because it's not like the kid told. The kid probably thought it was a little weird, but the kid probably, you know, because he likes the Dalai Lama or whatever, that's why he asked for a hug. He probably wouldn't even have told or even have known. That's the worst part. The kid probably wouldn't have even known that what happened was inappropriate. The kid probably wouldn't even have known. And that's the thing. So we have to pay very close attention to any adult, really, okay, that's around your children. You have to pay very close attention to that. And it doesn't matter what type of position they're in, what type of religious position, spiritual position, whatever whatever title they have, you still have to make sure that you are monitoring that, okay? You have to make sure that you tell your kids, like, hey, this is you can give somebody a hug or whatnot, but don't do this, don't do that, don't let them touch you, you don't touch them. I mean, to be honest, you gotta have that type of talk with them, because if the kid don't know, the kid's not gonna see it as wrong, you know what I'm saying? Or at least the kid's not gonna go tell somebody else that something happened if the kid didn't see it as wrong in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta kind of, it's sad that you have to do it, it is, but you have to kind of prepare your kid for that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? But brothers and sisters, please let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. You can follow me on my various social media pages, which is Afro Elite on Instagram and then Afro Elite on Twitter. Please make sure that you guys do not leave without hitting that subscribe button and hit the like button and the notification bell, of course. And share this on your various social media platforms or to a family or friend. And with that being said, my brothers and sisters, be one salute to every single last one of you all. Thank you all for watching, and you all have a good one.